damn, break up the Bears. Who do they have running the Bears? Now, this is how you do the number 1 overall pick, and they did this bad boy early. That's hard. So the Bears traded the number 1 overall pick to Carolina for the number 9 pick, the 61st pick, another first-round pick in 2024, and a second-round pick in 2025. As dope as that is, it's this last one right here that made me jump on the microphone because I'm like, what? They got DJ Moore, my boy, from the Maryland Terrapins. DJ Moore, one of the dopest wide receivers in the entire game. A man can get it from scratch. My man's physical. He can go up and get it with the best of them. He can high point, get it off the top shelf. My man has speed, is explosive, all that jazz. And they add him to the Bears? What? Along with that haul? Come on, man. These QB needy teams be panicking. They be doing the damn thing. Man, that shit is crazy. Think about that right there. Now, I don't know who Carolina's supposed to get. I would think it might be C.J. Stroud. I don't know. I'm not concerned about that. I'm actually very, very intrigued by Chicago. One of the first times there. I might have to check in on a little Chicago film or something like that, right? I know people were saying I'm a Justin Fields hater and all this and that. Hey, I just called it like I see it when he was coming out of college. I felt like he was raw and he still had a long way to go in his development. And as you can see, I wasn't too far off from that. Now, I will admit he didn't have the best weapons, but guess what? A lot of people don't have the best weapons, and a lot of people don't give a damn if they do or not. Justin Fields, a bit of a darling, so people will make excuses for him. There are no more excuses for Justin Fields. You got DJ Moore, right? One of the best doing it, in my opinion. Already had Chase Claypool, and you got the Mooney kid, who I thought was really dope, 1,000-yard receiver already. Cole Kmet, I felt like if he was on a different team, if he was on a Greg Roman offense, Cole Kmet would be one of the better tight ends in the league, no doubt about that. And then you have a chance to add on to that? Come on, man. They could parlay that into some more picks. I would think they would still have their ear to these draft streets and listening to stuff. These guys are remaking that roster right there. And, man, now they can go out and get themselves some offensive line help. They need to grab your man Darnell Washington from UGA, who can act as a 6th offensive lineman, one of the best blocking, if not the best blocking tight end I have ever seen at the collegiate level. He would go hard in Chicago, playing with Justin Fields out there. I already have a dope running back duo. I'm not sure Chicago's roster. Maybe Montgomery's not there anymore. But I know my boy Khalil Herbert is there, and he is the absolute truth. And I like Montgomery, what he brings to the table as well. I think that's a pretty dope duo. Man, man, this is major right here. And what does that do for a lot of people at the top, right? If you think about a team like the Seattle Seahawks, now you know one of those picks are going to be a quarterback pick, which shoots some of these guys down, right? Some of these line of scrimmage players that you need. But, of course, cats in Seattle want a quarterback at number 5. Completely shitting the bed on that. This shit is setting up to be good for a lot of these people right here who do not need a quarterback within the top 5 or 6 selections to get these type of hauls. That shit is incredible, man. All right, so let's re-examine the draft order right now and go by who needs a quarterback. Obviously, Carolina does. Houston does. Arizona doesn't. Indianapolis does. If you're a team like Seattle and Detroit, I don't know. You may be sitting kind of pretty right there because you don't need quarterbacks necessarily, especially Seattle and especially Detroit as well. Both of these teams don't need quarterbacks, and both of them were pretty much in the same boat. Detroit damn near should have made the playoffs, no doubt about that. Jared Goff was doing his 1-2 thing out there, just like Geno Smith was doing in Seattle. So both these guys need line of scrimmage players, though. And you're right in the wheelhouse, right? If you Jalen Carter, Tyree Wilson, perhaps somebody jumps up with Arizona's pick right here and needs a quarterback, right? Will Levis will be in the mode. There are 4 quarterbacks legitimately that could go within the first 4 picks. So that would leave every line of scrimmage player available for everybody afterwards. You should be rejoicing if you understand the game of football and you ain't slurping some quarterback over a combine or some shit like that, right? You let those other teams do that. If you already have a quarterback, that's not your scene right there. Las Vegas, it needs a quarterback. It could trade with Arizona. I know Arizona would be happy about that right there, right? A lot of musical chairs type shit going on right here. Chicago doesn't fall that far down. It gets its chance to have one of these dope line of scrimmage players as well and some of the picks that it may have. Atlanta needs a quarterback. Damn. That is crazy. The premium on quarterbacks right now with as many teams that need them. You know who don't? The best team in the NFL in the greatest city in the country, Philadelphia. My Eagles don't need a quarterback. We're at the best doing it, right? In my opinion, this shit is crazy. Absolutely crazy right here. You got to let me know, what do you think about this, and who does Carolina go for? Now, Carolina would have given up all those picks and stuff. That's a little tough, but, man, everybody wants a franchise quarterback. You build from there. You get that guy. You get him on a good contract, rebuild your team. So, much love out there to Carolina. But the rest of you cats, man, yeah, I need to know. Who's doing the damn thing? Where does it go right now? If you had to guess, right, there's the C.J. Stroud right here, then Bryce Young right here, and then somebody jumps up for a Will Levis or Anthony Richardson, right? All right, if you're a Seattle fan, you're rejoicing, if you understand football, though. But let me know, man, what do you think about this new draft order right here? This shit is lit. All right, your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph, out.